Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together, yea, gather together, O nation of not desire.
So in the midst of him destroying this place, he's telling us, before I destroy it, you have to gather together. That's not just coming here on the feast days. That's not just coming on the Sabbath. That's real talk. You have to gather together. I may lose my job, brother. Are you going to help me? I may lose what I have, sister. Are you going to help me? Or is it just, hey, shalom, sister, most high Christ bless? Nah, that's over with. That is over with. It's going to be proven if you really love your people in these times. How can you say that you love God who you've never seen, but hate your brother who you see every day?
Warm, gotta pick a side. Who am I? True Jesus say.
Just to give you brothers and sisters hope so that y'all can understand what's coming and how to survive it. All right? And then I'm going to try to answer these questions if we have enough time, okay? So first, I want to go over, I'm going to touch something with y'all, okay? Go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. We're going to jump a little bit for time's sake, but I just want to touch this so that y'all minds can be right, okay? 15 and verse 1.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in the mouth, save the Lord.
So God said, God is speaking to the prophets. He's saying to the prophets, speak thou the words that are prophecy into the ears of his people. Why? So that his people will be able to know what to do when things come forth. The prophecy will already be told to the people so that they'll be able to prepare. God will always warn you before he destroy you. Read the next verse.
Verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
So it says, and cause these words to be written on paper. Why? Because the words that I'm speaking is faithful and true. It's going to come to pass. Read.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulities of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Now, when you go out and you speak the prophecies, everybody is not going to understand it, which is going to cause them to speak evil against you. But God said, don't let that fear you. Don't let that cause you not to continue to speak the prophecy. Read.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Those that are unfaithful shall die because they're unfaithful. Read.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Read it again.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
God said he's going to bring plagues upon this earth. What's on this earth right now that everybody's afraid of? COVID or corona, right? But God said what? Read.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the earth. The sword.
That's war. So he said, in the midst of the plague, war is going to break out. Go ahead.
Famine.
Famine is going to break out.
Death.
Which will lead to death. Read.
And destruction.
And destruction. Now he's going to tell you why it's going to happen. Read.
For the wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
For wickedness. So now as you see these things begin to happen, you know why. Because there's wickedness going on in the earth. Jump over now to verse 10.
Verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Jump up to verse 9.
Verse 9. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
So God said he's going to avenge us. One of the ways he's going to avenge us is through plagues. That's how he's going to avenge us. At the same time, he's going to use that to seal up the saints. Do y'all hear me? Read.
And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Read.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
So they're killing us daily. the food we eat, what we drinking. We're destroyed. We don't know who we are. You understand what I'm saying? They're leading us like a flock unto the slaughter. Our people in the Christian church is like sheep into the slaughterhouse. They run in there every Sunday getting fed lies so that they can die. Read.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
So it says, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. This is during the time of Persia. So he's not talking about ancient Egypt. He's talking about America, which is spiritual Egypt. Just so you can put it in your Bibles, go to Revelation 11 and 8, just to back myself up. I don't want to just say it, and I just want to touch it. This is so you'll understand what the Egypt is.
Revelations chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
That's America, which is spiritually called Sodom. That's why you got homosexuality, you got lesbianism, you got the feminists. You know what I'm saying? Now they're even making the men very effeminate. Sodom and Egypt. You got Egypt, you got all 12 tribes in captivity. You look on the back of your dollar, you got the all-seeing eye, you got the pyramid in Washington, D.C., you got the obelisk, which is paganism from Egypt. So now let's go back. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 11.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
Stop. But God said he's going to bring us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Read.
And smite Egypt with plagues.
And do what?
And smite Egypt with plagues.
What did he say?
And smite Egypt with plagues.
And smite Egypt with plagues. And smite America with plagues. What plagues? COVID. It ain't going nowhere. They just got another strand. What is it? Omicron? Omicron. It ain't going nowhere. This Bible is telling you what's going to happen. Read.
As before.
As what?
As before.
I'm going to smite Egypt with plagues as before. What happened when he smote Egypt last time? He delivered us while he was smiting Egypt. What is he going to do this time? Deliver us while he's smiting Egypt, America. The same thing. And we're going to go right back to the same wilderness, get taught again, and if you rebel there, you're dead. Period. Read.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
And will do what?
And will destroy all the land thereof.
And will destroy the whole land. Read.
Egypt shall mourn.
You Americans shall mourn.
And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that God shall bring upon it.
It said, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of the whole society shall be smitten with the plague. What's the foundation of America? Money. What's getting hit? The finances. This Bible telling you what's going to happen. What is that telling us, though? Go to Zephaniah 2 and 1. Because God just told you he's finna tear America up. What are we going to do, though?
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together, yea, gather together, O nation of not desire.
So in the midst of him destroying this place, he's telling us, before I destroy it, you have to gather together. That's not just coming here on the feast days. That's not just coming on the Sabbath. That's real talk. You have to gather together. I may lose my job, brother. Are you going to help me? I may lose what I have, sister. Are you going to help me? Or is it just, hey, shalom, sister, most high Christ bless? Nah, that's over with. That is over with. It's going to be proven if you really love your people in these times. How can you say that you love God who you've never seen, but hate your brother who you see every day? God said if you give the least of a drink of water to one of my disciples, it's as if you gave it to me. That's what's going to happen. It's going to show if you really love your people, or if you just coming in here because it's a fad or it's beautiful. You see YouTube or your little Instagrams or your Facebooks and you see purple and gold everywhere. That means absolutely nothing. Read, keep going.
Before the decree brings forth, before the day pass as chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment.
Go ahead.
Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
So he said, if you seek righteousness, maybe you will be hid in the day when he come. He's telling you to gather together. We're in the midst of a man who was blessed with war. We ain't gonna beat the white man. God's gonna beat him. You understand what I'm saying? God is gonna beat him, but we have to understand that. We have to gather together. Y'all understand? All right, go to Exodus 17, then I'm done. I just want to touch this to show y'all the importance of being together. I'm in Seattle, but I'm here now. I'm in San Diego. Y'all understand? This is family. Straight up. Read verse 8.
Exodus chapter 17, verse 8. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim.
Let me ask y'all a question. Who's Amalek today?
Shalom, leadership, the so-called Jewish man.
Shalom. What's your name, brother?
Our brother Solomon Yuri,
Brother Solomon Yuri. All praises. Who is it?
the so-called Jewish man.
The so-called Jewish man. What's his nationality?
Edom.
Edom. Read it again. All praises, brother.
Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim.
So the white man is fighting against us. Do y'all see that? Read.
And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out and fight with Amalek tomorrow. I will stand on the top of the hill with a rod of God in my hand.
So Moses, the leader, told his understudy or the man that he was grooming, hey, go get us some men so that we can fight the white man. Do y'all see that? Pay close attention. Read.
So Joshua did as Moses had said to him.
Read.
And he fought with Amalek, and Moses and Aaron and Hur went to the top of the mountain.
Read.
To the top of the hill.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand.
So now you got to imagine what's happening. Israel is in the valley fighting. Moses, Aaron, and Hur is on the hill watching the battle. Read that verse again.
And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed.
So as Moses standing on the hill and they fighting, when Moses was raised up his hand, Israel would start to win. Read.
And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed.
But then his arm would get tired and he would have to bring it down. When he bring it down, Amalek would start to win. Read.
But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it up under him.
So now Aaron and Hur see what's going on. They're like, damn, every time he take his hand down, we start to lose. But when he got his hand up, we winning. Okay, go get a stone. Put him on a stone. Read.
And he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands.
Stop. And Aaron and Hur did what?
And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands.
Moses, we're going to help you lift your hand up. We're going to work together so you can keep your hand up and we can win the war. Read.
The one on the other side, the one on one side and the other on the other side.
One brother going to stand on this side. The other brother going to stand on this side, and we're going to hold your hand up, bro. We're going to make sure we win this war. Read.
And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun.
And his hands were stayed up till the sun went down. So what was Israel doing all the way till the sun went down? Fighting. And doing what when they was fighting? Winning. But why? How was they able to win? Brother right here.
Shalom leadership,
Shalom.
Brother Tola. Unity.
Unity. Working together. If Aaron and Hur would have been like, well, damn, Moses, why I can't do it? They wouldn't have not have stayed up Moses' hand. And they would have watched their people die because they didn't want to work together. That's the same. Who led Israel out of Egypt? Moses. But we reading right here, it wasn't just Moses that was doing it. Moses had help. That's us. We got to all have that mindset. Hey, look, man, I'm not going to let you fall. We got to all have that mindset. Every last person in here got to have that mindset. I'm not going to let you fall, bro. I'm going to be that person to hold your hand up when things get hard. It's fin to get hard, especially if you're wearing fringes. Because what you going to do, tuck them in? It's finna get hard. It's going to take each and every one of us to have love for one another. Read.
And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses.
And the Lord said unto Moses. So a huge war just happened. Our people stuck together. Brother and brothers held up the hand of their other brother Moses so that they could win the war. And what did God say?
And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book.
Write this in the Bible. Put it in the book so that thousands of years from now, when they go back into captivity, because Moses told us that in Deuteronomy 28, when they go back into captivity, they can read this again and work together. And that's how they're going to get out of the captivity that they in under the same Amalek white man. But at this time, that white man's going to steal their identity, say that they them, be in the land. Where are they at today? In the land, saying that they're who? You. What are we reading? The Bible. It's already written. That's what we read in 2nd Ezra 15. Cause it to be written in paper, for it's faithful and true. Everything written, gonna come to pass. What we got to do is, as we see it happening, we see the famine coming, we got to hold each other's hand, get through this thing, man. That's what you should get from this. Ain't nobody doing this alone. The man that try to do it alone going to die. Ecclesiastes
chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one.
What did the book say?
Two are better than one.
Two are better than one. Read.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Read.
For if they fall,
the
one will lift up his fellow.
The one will lift up his fellow.
But woe to him that is alone.
What did the Bible just say?
But woe to him that is alone.
If you try to do this on your own, you're dead. But woe unto him that is alone. Read.
When he falleth, for he has not another to help him up.
Did we not just read what happened with Moses? We just read it. Israel was about to die. So all praises to the Most High. I just came just to let y'all know, man, like, work together. Work together. It's finna get hard. Every mind should be on, hey, look, man, hey, what you going through, bro? I got you. And if I ain't got you, I'm going to try to get the help for you. That should be the mindset. Ain't nobody should be in here on no foolishness. We don't have time for that. This is warfare. We lost the war. We behind enemy lines right now. And God is so powerful that he putting us back in, he putting us together in enemy lines. But we got to make the choice to be like, look, bro, I got you, man. I ain't going to let you fall. That got to be your mindset as a leader. All you men came in here to be leaders. We ain't coming here just to sit here and read the book. We came here to read the book, apply what the book say, and go out and war for our people. And if that ain't your mind, die. That's the mindset that all the forefathers had. That's why they was bold when they went to go teach the word. Because they was willing to die for their people. Look at Jeremiah. That got to be your mindset from this point on, man. That got to be your mindset. Who am I? I just can't. I'm nothing. I could drop dead tomorrow. But what I'm telling you is straight out the Bible. And it must be meant for God to let these words hit your ears. What you're going to do is between you and God. But I just can't have a little message. Work together. Work together.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word